All right, good morning, everybody. We're going to be doing some Ableton tutorials on here. I know there's a little bit of confusion as far as watching other YouTube videos, and that makes complete sense as every like Ableton system's a little bit different. And so I figured the best thing to do is just to use our own and just teach through that. But yeah, so we'll be covering some of the stuff this year, hopefully through videos for the musicians, for y'all that want to learn how to actually produce and create this. So yeah, we'll get going into it. Okay, so the first thing to do here, I'm gonna quit this, so we're starting from nothing. We're not gonna save the previous thing. All right, we're just gonna click on Ableton Live 12 Suite. This is the only thing you need to focus on right here. We're gonna click on that. All these other things are cool. You just need to worry about Ableton. All right, so what the heck are we looking at right now? There's a whole lot of different things. It looks really confusing off the top, but we're not gonna really worry too much about any of this. So there's two sections we're gonna be using over here on this side of the screen. If you look at the mouse over here, we have the library section and we have the places section. This is where we're gonna take our files and load them in. So if you look at this, you can see a whole bunch of different things. A lot of different things. We use AbleSet tracks. We'll get to that in a second. But this is our templates thing. This is what's going to make this screen make sense. So we're going to use both of these this year for multiple song sets. So for what we do on Thursday with multiple songs, we're going to be using Ableton Worship Template. And so when we load that in, you just double click on it and it loads in this screen right here. So a lot of things that are happening up here are some utility functions. We can add pads, we can add SMPTE, we can add tempo. We'll get to all of that. Down here, these are your outputs, and so SMPTE probably won't be using. We just have it. Nothing's currently routed for it. That's just there. We use that for Sunday sometimes. Choirs we don't use. Those are going to be all your BGVs, like your background vocals or your choir or anything. We're going to mute that right here just by clicking on this thing. Percussion we do use, so that's like tambourine, shaker, anything that's not drums. Synth bass, that's not actual bass. What that is that's like octave below stuff. That's some sawtooth synths, square wave stuff. A lot of technical terms to describe that, but it's some cool sounds that adds to it. Really complements the overall line, so we will use that. Guitars, we don't often use. The only time we will is if there's one guitarist and there's two very distinct lines and we feel like we have to, then we will, but we can mute those for right now. So we're gonna make sure that that's muted. All right, and so now we have our setup. All right, so let's load in Goodbye Yesterday and Firm Foundation for this set. That's not what we're doing this week for chapel, but let's just load it in. It's a pretty solid set. And so here we go. We're going to, for the first one, you're just gonna click on it right here. You can see all these little things. Don't worry about those. Just gonna click on this right here and drag it in. All right.
1,
so
2,
if we start click and
3,
play,
4,
which is just the space bar right here, something's really wrong right now. Sounds very slow. So you'll notice everything defaults to 100 BPM. You can see up here in the corner. Let's not worry about that. It all defaults there. We ain't gonna worry too much about it. When you, for whatever reason in Ableton, when you only have one song and you load it in, it's gonna do that. You need two songs for it to trigger the tempo cues, which is this thing up here. This thing will start talking to Ableton as soon as we load in the second song. So let's load in that second song. We're gonna do the same thing. We're gonna just take this, click down on the file right here. So let me show you. Click down, drag this in. All right, cool. And so just real quick, I did this with the last one, but I'll show you guys. Got a lot of different things. Some of these are open, some of them are closed. Sometimes you'll see like random tracks are open, and everybody's loaded them in a different way. And so the easiest way to do this is these things right here are how you maximize and minimize. So let's say all your EGs are open. There's two different ways. You can press U, and U will just close them. That means like, I don't even know what it means, but it's U. You can also click this right here. Yeah, you can click the little triangle. Once it's sideways, it'll be shortening it. This is a group right here, and so you can minimize the group. Yeah, and so that's as a whole. The other thing you can do is Option U, by clicking it multiple times, it will maximize everything. Option U also minimizes everything. And so I often do that just to make everything look clean. But yeah, the next thing we're going to do, and this is really the last step here, is we're going to take all this. We're going to, what you need to do is you need to click and drag. We're going to take all of it and we're going to bring it all over here. And then now we have it in 2 spots. So you can see this is now 150 BPM.
Chorus.
That's the right tempo. You guys aren't playing way too slow.
All in.
This one's 75. All right, so we have 2 sets right here. For right now, we're just gonna keep them separate. We're not gonna worry too much about the transitions. The set for this week may have some. I'll put them in there. But yeah, so here we've got our basic setup. The last thing we have to do, we're gonna take this. We're gonna drag this up here. We're just gonna clean this up a little bit to make it all in one spot. So we're gonna take all these, get rid of these, get rid of that tempo one because that's not really needed right now. Yeah, this is everything we have.
2, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
So now this is your final set. There's one last step here, and you're gonna look at this little playhead up here. You're gonna 2-finger click on it, and you're gonna click Add Locator. And so now you can type in the name of the song. We're gonna do the same thing. Click right here, 2-finger click, Add Locator. Yeah, this one's not good by SJ. This is Firm Foundation. All right, and here's your final set. Yeah, let me know how this works for you guys. If you guys have any questions, feel free to let me know. But that's it for this. So thank you guys. Hope this was helpful.